G'day everyone, Dan here and welcome to North Queensland Barbecue and Brewing. Today I'm doing an absolute Australian classic, roast beef from Coles. So this one here is a mustard and black pepper one. It's already seasoned and I picked it up the other day to give it a trial. So I'm going to do it in the offset, but first I'm going to sear it off on my cast iron here. So I've got the cast iron set up on my ring burner here and I've got it on a reasonable amount of heat. It's not too hot but enough to give it a good sear. And I've just put a bit of olive oil in here, so that's on the pan. So I'm interested to see how this goes. I'm going to just sear it off first and then I'm going to put it in the offset smoker and finish it off in there to an internal temperature, probably about 56, 57, so it's medium to medium well. It smells really nice actually, and there's whole grain mustard seed on that, a lot of herbs, so I could go through the ingredients, but whatever. We'll see what it tastes like. So first things first, so it's actually wrapped with a bit of string, but I'll just get that in there. And I'll start searing it off just to give it a good crust to start with. Give it about a minute aside, get that nice crust to form, and then I can put it in the offset smoker and let it start to just heat up and get to temperature that way. So I'll flip this around and we'll come back when we're ready to put it in the smoker. So what I did, I've had the middle ring burner on here to give it some good heat. I turned it down and just went to the inner ring burner just to take down the heat because I don't want to burn the crap out of it. I've got quite a nice sear on the top now, so that's looking quite good. I'll just keep flipping this. I'll do both the edges and hold it up on edge to this edge and this edge as well to give it that nice crust around it. So the package here doesn't actually say what cut of beef this is, but to give you an idea, it's 748 grams and it was $13.46. So I had a look at the ribeyes and they were about $15, $16 each, and I was like, this is twice the weight. So this is what won, and I thought I'd give it a go. I've got a nice crust on there now, so that's looking quite good if you can see that, the sunlight. I need my barbecue shed set back up, I'm sorry guys. It'll be going up in the next week or two now that I'm on holidays. Anyway, once that's done we'll be filming a lot more in the barbecue shed. Until then we have to put up with under the house here, under the staircase. But this is sitting at 140 at the moment. I want to keep it probably about there. So I'm going to place this down this far end here where it's the coolest because I want to cook it slowly now. I've got that nice crust, so I'll form that. And this will go in, and basically it'll probably take about, I'd say, nearly an hour. You know, it's got probably a little bit of residual heat on the outside, but I've only seared the outside. It may be cooked half a centimetre in. Like, it was a minute aside, basically. Just did it, as you've probably seen on the previous footage. I just seared it, flipped it, held it on the edges and got them all with that nice crust on it. So now I'll bring that to temperature and come back in hopefully about an hour. Hopefully it'll be at 55 degrees to make it medium, and that's in the centre. I'll probe it to the very centre of that beef. So obviously it can be 55 in the middle, but you know, that far, 2-3 centimetres in, it might be 58, 60, so it's going to gradually cook through. We'll come back and have a look at that in about an hour. It's taken 2 hours to reach the internal temperature of 55 degrees we wanted, or 56 in some places, which is good. My little fella here is trying to barbecue with me, which is a good sign. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this off.
I want to do it.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't, because Daddy needs to put it on the alfoil to rest it. He's trying to probe it for temperature. So, go on, probe it. Probe it. Yep, there you go. Good boy. Now face the thermometer towards you.
Here's a 2.
Yeah. Yeah, 54, 55. No, pull it out. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna rest this for probably 20-30 minutes. We'll come back and we'll slice it up. It did take 2 hours. I thought maybe an hour and a half, but yeah, 2. So we kept the temperature in here on this. I kept it at a constant 120, 130. A little bit hard when it comes to a stick burner, but managed to keep it. Eric, stop stabbing that, please.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's cooked. It's cooked.
Now, what do we
So,
do?
yeah, I'm going to wrap that up now. Just give it... Yeah, we do need to wrap it. We're going to give that about 30 minutes because just let it, the follow through cook and let it start to cool down. Okay, so we had this cooking for about 2 hours in the smoker after I seared it off. So I'm going to unwrap it. I've just let it rest for about 30 minutes or so. Eric is being a pain. He wants to open it up, but he's not allowed to, so...
I want to open it.
Of course you do. So we're going to rip this open. And there we go. You did it. Yeah, good boy.
It's really hot.
It is hot. So put that in the bin, please. So I'm going to slice this down the centre just to see what it's like.
It's just sharp.
Oh, there you go. And that's what we're looking at.
A sharpie?
So the old cheap ass Coles kind of roast that we've seared off. We'll give this a taste test. Yeah, here you go, buddy. Oh, that actually tears away really nice. Here you go, here you go. So he likes it. So let's see what this actually tastes like.
It's yummy.
It's actually probably not medium. It's probably medium well. That's alright. My thermometer's playing up a little bit, but...
Oh, it's quite pink.
Yeah, it's medium.
It's not medium well.
It's actually lovely. Yeah, for a $14 Coles roast, that's actually come up really well. You know, we seared it off. Sorry, Rick. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, that's all fat. But it is a $14 Coles roast. You know, we seared it off, gave it some crust. We put it in the offset smoker for 2 hours at about 130 degrees, and it's come up really lovely. So, yeah, it depends. You know, you can leave it in there longer. That's actually really nice. Take me off for the kid. I probably could have given that another maybe half an hour at that temperature, but that's lovely. It's just it is tender. It's nice. It's not tough. It would all depend on how you want that meat done. But there you go. That's a Coles roast. Done in the offset smoker. Seared off on the fry pan before. But there you go. Until next time, guys.
I want more.
Take care.
I want more.